Section 5. Alerts and Notifications. In this section, we're going to explore how to create and test personal notifications. Then we're going to move on to how we configure integrations with third-party external applications and get notifications from those third-party applications. 1.1. Create and test your own personal notifications. In this video, we're going to cover how to track notifications and alerts for large-scale projects. When you're doing DevOps or WinOps, there's a lot of push notifications on completed tasks, and therefore we're going to cover off how you integrate and how you get those notifications and set them up. Okay, so what are personal notifications? I think what we've covered before are some of the enterprise collaboration tools such as Slack and Teams, and how you get notifications straight into your ChatOps kind of environments. And secondly, could be some kind of legacy notification such as email, which alerts you whenever there's a bug or there's an issue, or potentially someone's allocated a work item or a task for you to do. Secondly, you may want to extend this out and look at using such things as microservices and use the REST APIs to actually be able to get notifications into your own home-built dashboards or some kind of platform that gives you alerting. So we're going to explore both of these in a little bit of detail. Personal notifications. It's worth noting there's a whole stack of possible notifications that you can have. That could be such items such as your agents completing, build completing. It could be around allocation of resources. It could be around marketplace. It could be around notifications for code statuses, and you can extend the scope to whatever you want. So this is really about how you set this up. And there's three primary ways. The first one is around getting a personal access token. Then you could look at the OAuth kind of 2.0, which is around kind of connecting one application to another to really get some levels of security. And this is usually used when you're using the REST APIs. You can find information around the REST API and give you some of the Swagger spec from the link in the bottom left-hand corner. Okay. So, in this short demo, I'm going to show you how to create and test your own personal notifications by quickly going into the notification section within Visual Studio Team Services. Okay, so let me just browse through here, and as you can see, there's a number of setup notifications by default. But what we want to do is we want to add additional work item notification. So I'm going to go to new subscription, and as you can see, there's a number of categories that are already built. So you could look at build, you could look at code, and there's different levels of notification between Git and TF versioning control. So we do recommend using Git if you want to have more push notifications. So in this case, I'm just going to do a work item that I've created has changed. So as you can see, I'm the subscriber in this particular case, and I have a choice between my preferred email. I could even set up a SOAP request. So that's a request response to a standard WSDL that allows me to say, push that notification to an application that supports APIs. But in this case, I'm just going to say, send me a notification whenever one of my allocated or created work items is done. I can edit this, so I can go back in there and I can customize this at any time and then go back through and save this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly navigate through one of my projects. And as I go through the project, I'm going to select one of my own work items and then just make a simple amendment to it. So in this case, I will literally go in and make a change. And what will happen is I'll get a push notification to my email box, which will say that this particular work item, which is a feature, has actually had a change made to it and therefore has been modified or been amended. So what I can do is I can get that notification and then I can go off and actually work on that item. And I could be following that item anyway, so I could literally be getting push notifications automatically set. So anything you see in this app, you can typically get a notification which will come through and push that notification directly to you. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to configure integrations with external applications.